So Macaulay, welcome to Salford City. How good does it feel to be here?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, it's been a few weeks in the making now. The competition's been going on for a few weeks. But yeah, it was a pretty quick turnaround. Got the phone call last night saying get yourself to Manchester. But yeah, glad to get things sorted now, and really happy to be here.
You've most recently spent time with Millwall in the Championship. What experience from that level can you bring to Salford?
Well, I've got a lot more experience now. Obviously, I spent a really good 2 years there. It's a top club, and yeah, the level it's really tough, but it's a lot of quality there. So hopefully, I can translate that level from the Championship back down to League Two. Obviously, I've been at this level before. I've played here, so yeah, got more experience now. Playing against some top players and with some top players. So hopefully, I can share that experience with the lads.
How are you feeling about the challenge of getting Salford out of League Two and then beyond that as well?
Really excited. I think that's what we're all in football for, to be successful, win promotions. I've had a couple of the best days of my life have been promotion, and I want another one. I come here with a lot of ambition. I really want to be successful with Salford City, and I want to win promotion. So really excited to get started, and hopefully we achieve that this season.
What sort of forward can Salford fans expect from you?
I like to press from the front. I like to win the ball back. Out of possession, I like to try and win the ball back high and try and score goals that way. And that's sort of my way of repaying the teams, creating chances for me. So yeah, I try and work as hard as I can first and foremost. I'm a goal scorer, obviously. At this level, I've scored a lot of goals previously. But I think I've shown over the past couple of years at Millwall, I played a bit of a different role. It was sort of a little bit deeper in a sort of 10 role. So I've shown I can do something else apart from just scoring goals. So yeah, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to score a lot of goals, but I'd like to work hard for the team and try and win the ball back as high up the pitch as we can.
If we look a little bit back, you obviously hail from Stockton-on-Tees and had successful spells at Stockton Town, Gateshead and York, to name just a few, during your earlier years of your career. How good does it feel to be back in the north?
Yeah, it's really good. I think that's one of the factors. It's important to be happy, and this is a lot closer to home than London. Wasn't the main factor, because I think the main factor is the sort of ambition of the club, but it is definitely a factor. And yeah, I'm back up north now. Family's really happy because I'm closer to them. They're able to get to a lot more games. So yeah, it is really good to be back up here. So my football journey started really late. It's a bit different to a lot of players. Obviously, a lot of players come through the academy route and get scholarships and professional contracts that way. I started really late. I signed for Gateshead when I was like 21. Yeah, really proud of my journey. It's one that I'm really grateful for, and I never take for granted, because I know how hard it was to get here. I really appreciate sort of my journey so far.
What attracted you to this football club?
I think obviously the first phone call with the owners, and you realise how ambitious they are. People speak about projects, and it is a little bit of a cliche sometimes, but when you get on the phone to these people who are really successful and have been successful in this industry and others, you realise how ambitious they are, and it is motivating. You get off the phone to them, and you do feel $1 million, because when they're so motivated and the type of people they are, it does rub off on you. So yeah, having them FaceTimes and them phone calls with the owners attracted me to the football club. And then you speak to the people around the club, like the manager, the player and staff, and they speak about how good of a club it is, how well run it is. It was a bit of a no-brainer in the end.
Another person who arrived at this football club this summer is, you touched on him there, the manager, Peter Klimowski. His approach is quite attacking, and is that something that lends itself to your game? Yeah,
definitely, of course. I spoke to him on the phone yesterday, and that was the first thing he said, and shot my eyes lit up, because as a forward, you want to play attacking football, you want to create as many chances as you can for me and for others. So yeah, when he said that, obviously I was really happy, and he seemed like a top guy. He seemed like he wanted to work really hard, and he wants his team to work really hard, and that took me down to the ground.
Obviously, from the way you play, from just listening to you now, and how enthused you are about being at Salford, the fans will no doubt be excited to see you in a shirt. What's your message to them?
Well, first and foremost, can't wait to meet him. Obviously, that's one of the first things you want to do, is you want to meet the fans around the place, and then obviously start playing games and meeting the fans that way. So yeah, my message to them is obviously turn up with your numbers, keep on singing loud, and I'll try and repay that support on the pitch.
And then just finally, what would you like to achieve this season with Salford?
I think promotion. I think it's got to be, obviously, I followed last season and they were really close on the final game of the season, and obviously fell short in the playoffs, and I think we've got to go one better. When I speak to, like I say, the people at the club and see the signings they've made and the squad they've already got, there's only one thing this club should be aiming for, and that is promotion. So that's what I'm here to achieve, and I want to do that.